Hi, Christian Castro.
Ariana.
Nico.
That's Ariana the Rose. When I first started doing music, I was doing solo, sort of much more like solo artist stuff and writing music for other people. And when I graduated from college, I went to NYU. I decided that I really wanted to be part of a band and that I wanted to put a band together with me sort of as the front of it. So the setup of the band is very similar to like a Florence and the Machine. And I write the songs, and it's my music, but they bring it to life with me on stage. Yeah, I mean, I started as a dancer. I was in a modern dance company from the time I was like 12 until 14 or 15. So, and we performed like all over Manhattan at like Tribeca Performing Arts Center and like off-Broadway spaces and stuff. So, I mean, I don't do that in my music. I would eventually maybe one day like to do some sort of like artful thing. Sort of the way that like Pink does things. I think that like she incorporates dance in a really beautiful, like interesting way that doesn't feel dated. My favorite social media, that's a good one. It used to be Facebook, but now I'm kind of loving Twitter because it's like so immediate, your ability to like interact with people. I feel like you're a Twitter person.
Yeah, I enjoy Twitter most. Short little blurbs, just throw them out there.
Yeah, and he's an Instagram person.
Instagram,
like
yeah.
Loves Instagram. Him and Devin, our keyboardist, they Instagram all the time. I'm like, I don't know where they are. Like yesterday we were in Raleigh and I was like, I have no idea where Christian and Devin are. And then I saw that they Instagrammed a photo of them at like the museum, and I was like, oh, I found them. So, but I think I probably like Facebook, and just because it's like I feel like I can like hit like a broad group of people, but Twitter is like so personal. It's crazy, you know, when you really start interacting with fans, especially being on this tour. Like the immediacy of it is really powerful, I think.
Ariana gives a little pep talk right before we go on stage. Like, all right, guys, we can do it. Let's get together.
We do like a 1, 2, 3.
do a little.
Nico does like a count off. That's like a football count off thing. He does this like big voice, and then we all sort of like yell. So, a couple
A
things.
little camaraderie.
He does like the way that he does it. That was very like 1, 2. It's like very football, which is kind of weird because none of us are really. We do like a circle and like a chat, and it's funny though because this tour, it's not like an arena tour or anything where you have like big spaces. So we've been on the bus, or like things are really sort of like chaotic before you go on stage. So literally, like there was one show where we were about to go on stage and Christian was like, we didn't do anything today, and I was like, but always right before we play too, there's always like that moment where I sort of like I start the show with acapella. So at least this go around, and so I always sort of like we all sort of have this like moment right before we play where everyone's like, okay, we're ready, and then we go. So I think that as a band that's really important, that we all sort of check in with each other always like right before we play. Well, the single's out, Heartbeat's out, so people can go download that, and the EP comes out in February, and we'll be playing shows until the end of the year, and then hopefully again.